Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video in the CCAN, the Airgun Indoor CCAN shooting range. And today we are testing out the MCX, the Sig Sauer MCX. And I have done the tabletop video for this rifle, so check it out. I'll put a link in the description. So if you want to see some specifications, you know, close-up video and stuff of that, and just me going over the gun in general and kind of comparing it to some other Sig Sauer rifles. Again, this is a .177 caliber CO2 powered pellet gun, uses a 90 gram or 88 gram CO2 and has a rifled barrel, 30 round magazine. We're going to start out by testing it on the chronograph here, and then I am going to, of course, shoot some rounds at the target and see what kind of accuracy we get. And keep in mind, we do have this in our Canadian store over at replicaairguns.ca, along with the tan version that has a red dot minus the iron sight. So if you want iron sights, maybe get the black one, add your own red dot. It's actually a little cheaper without the red dot. So some options there for you guys. All right, let's start this out. We are going to shoot in, see if we can get 5 rounds through the chrony, right? And see if we can get some good results here. 346, 396, duplicate 396, 425, 422. I'm going to keep shooting a bit here. 420, 212. That was just a weird one. I don't think that was a bad read because it sounded like it was going a lot faster than 212. I'm going to do one more. 425. So put it on safe here. From that little bit of kind of weirdness that was going on, started out a little bit weaker, but this is a brand new CO2. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get everything working properly. Never shot this gun before, kind of had to work itself in just a little bit. But around 420, 425 seemed to be the average. I was using 6.9 grain lead pellets. We're just over a little over 20 something degrees, 22 degrees Celsius. You can figure that out in Fahrenheit if you want to. So yeah, I mean, Sig says 5.7 joules. We're definitely under that, well under that. If we take 6.9 grain and figure out 425 FPS, I bet you we're closer to 3 or 4, somewhere in the middle there, maybe 4, somewhere between 3 and 4. I'll have to put that on. I'll put that on the screen for you guys. I'll map it out so you just know what it is. But that's what it is, okay? So I'm going to set up the paper target now, and we're going to put the rest of the rounds, 10 rounds first, see what kind of 10 round grouping we can get. Then I'm going to put this other mag in here after I unload this guy and just sort of see what it shoots like when you're just going to shoot real fast, kind of like, you know, rapid fire. All right, let's set up that target and see how we do. I have my paper target all set up, 30 feet down range, nice fresh paper target. We're gonna basically put 10 rounds in there. We've already shot 5, so there'll be a total of 15 rounds. Then I am going to, well, first we'll check it out and see what that grouping looks like. Then I'll unload 15 rounds real quick, reload the mag, and unload another 30 round magazine. So 45 extra rounds, kind of like trying to just shoot fast and see how this gun performs when you're kind of shooting in rapid fire. It's just fun, really. There's no real point to it other than just having some fun. Okay, so first off, let's see what kind of tight grouping we can get here. Pretty sure we're all ready to go. I just need to take it off safe and get things lined up. All right, put it in safe. Let's take a quick look. Now I haven't sighted it in or anything. That's not too bad now. As I was talking before about these guns, pellet choice is super huge. That's about a 1.5. I'm gonna say about a 1.5 to 2 inch grouping. I know these guns are way better, can shoot way better than this. I could get it up closer to the bullseye just by adjusting the fully adjustable sights if I wanted to, but I haven't adjusted them in any way. It's just, let's see how she does out of the box. I am using, what am I using? RWS 6.9 grain lead pellets. They're not the Sig pellets. I thought I'd try something a little different. I have shot this gun, or the MCX with Sig pellets, and actually gotten better results. So check out the MPX video that I've done, basically the short barreled version of this, and see what kind of accuracy I got shooting that gun. It did really, really well. But let's pop back here and see if we can unload this and get some shots on target and see what it shoots like, shooting a little bit quicker. Okay, let's do this. Sounded like a couple didn't want to go. Like some were duds. I don't know if you heard that. All right. Should be ready. Okay, we're totally out. You can hear the difference. I'm gonna bring these guys up because I want to take a look when we get up there at what's going on, because there were some that seemed to just not, well, look at that. I mean, the grouping didn't get any bigger. Just shooting fast didn't get any bigger. Okay, all those worked. They're all gone. And they're all gone. So what I'm thinking happens when you hear the sort of the dud is the trigger just didn't index the belt fed mag. So it didn't actually index the belt fed mag. And so what happened is you're just shooting through an empty chamber. It didn't index it to a new pellet because it didn't leave any in the magazine. So it means that if you had a misfire or one that didn't pull the belt properly forward, then it just means that the next time you pull the trigger, you're probably gonna get it to come all the way forward and shoot it. But none of them jammed, none of them got stuck. There was just the occasional one, and you could probably hear it on the video, where it didn't shoot a pellet. It just didn't, and what I'm thinking again is the belts didn't index. Now these are both two different magazines, and they both kind of did it occasionally. So maybe one out of, I'm gonna say 10 rounds had an issue. I don't know exactly, but you could probably hear it on the video that some had a different sound. They had that empty round sound. That's what's going on. Okay, but look at the target. I mean, that was just kind of like, let's just unload this thing. And again, it's like no bigger than 2 inches. So this gun is definitely made to kind of just shoot stuff really quick and have a lot of fun. If you're shooting at, if you're just practicing with it and shooting at targets 30 feet away, you're gonna easily get a two inch group, no problem, or hit something within 2 inches, no problem. The trigger, when it's loaded up, is a little heavier than when it's dry, but still not too bad. At first, when you pull it, you might notice it if you're just trying to creep it along. But when you're shooting rapid fire, you really don't notice it much at all. You can shoot pretty quick with this gun. Around, what was it, 425, 420 FPS using 6.9 grain pellets. Reasonable. Are there faster rounds out there, faster shooting guns? Yeah, but they are lead pellets, a little heavier than BBs. So keep that in mind. A lot of BB guns are shooting around 400 with 5.1 grain BBs as opposed to 6.9 grain lead pellets. So keep that in mind. All right, nice gun overall. Shot, performed pretty good for me. And, keep in mind, we do have this in our Canadian store over at replicairguns.ca. So we have these guns. We got both the tan and the black version. The tan one has the red dot, black has the iron sights. Black one's a little cheaper, red dot sights a little bit more. So if you have your own red dot sight, maybe go with the black, save a little bit of money and get those included iron sights. We also have the full lineup of SIG products over in a US store over at replicairguns.us. So check those out. And if you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, then check out both the Canadian and US stores. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, don't have a gun with me. Take care.